Have you ever met somebody in your life, and then that person made such an impression in your life that every time you ever do anything in life, you always reference that person? So tonight I will share with you the lessons I learned from this couple. I call them the best couple in the world. And, well, that's my opinion, actually. I could spend all night talking about it, but we won't have enough time. So therefore, I will reduce it to about 3 lessons that I learned from. The wife's name was Madeleine from the Caribbean. They call her Made. She was the quintessential Caribbean, loving, interesting disciplinarian also. What did I tell you to do? Sit down, eat your food. Baby, how are you today? Did you sleep well? Anything that was within reach. An extension cord, a broom, could definitely be used as the tool to punish. Please, I'm begging you, don't call Child Protective Services for them. It happened a long time ago. So you kind of have statute of limitation. But at the same time, you contrast that with Felix, who was the father. We call him Tom Faye. Now, read his newspaper after he got off. Felix, how are you going to help with the kids? What do you want me to do? He doesn't want to eat. So, he's not hungry. But the doctor said he's like 10 pounds off. And he's a boy, he'll be okay. Don't worry about it. It's like completely different views in raising kids. Next thing I learned, you do what's right no matter what the circumstance. You're not gonna get a reward for it. You just do it because that's the right thing to do. Mr. Felix, I wanted to talk to you about something. Well, I just graduated high school. Hey, you Solomon's son, huh? Little Sam, how are you? Oh, well, I'm okay, but my dad wants me to go get a job, and I wanted to go to school. And don't worry about it. I'll talk to him. Yeah, go. Don't worry about him. Mr. Solomon, what's wrong with you? The kid's supposed to go to school now. We poor. Well, you poor now. You're gonna be poor tomorrow anyway. You might as well, be poor a little bit longer, so therefore he can help you later. Just get into people's business. No reason. But that was the right thing to do. And the other thing, the last thing I would say was, you're probably going to hold me to that. They love each other. You're going to say, well, come on, man, how's that a lesson? I'm glad you asked. Nobody had ever heard him say, I love you. Ever. Oh, how could you love somebody you never tell them, I love you? But they find ways to express that. People could see that transcending, but they never said it. They have conversations that started in the 50s and still going on in the 2000s. And I'm sharing those lessons for you. The first one was, although they had really diametrically opposed views of raising kids, they raised successfully 12 kids. I'm not talking about 5, 10, 12. Well, she wanted to have a second daughter. Number 4 was the first one. She was a baby producer. She produced babies. But the second lesson was, you do what's right. They had 12 kids, mind you. 12. How about 5 more? His brother passed away, left 5 kids. The youngest was 7. Fortunately, it was the Caribbean. They had plenty of land. They could play in the farms and raising 17 kids. Even though they had completely different views on raising kids, she was, very involved. He was like, "Yeah, is it broken? Yeah, put some dirt on it. You'll be fine." That's why you do the right thing. And the last thing was, and I told you they loved each other. Did I say that? Now I'm going to ask you to ask me that question. Please ask me how much they love each other. Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you. They loved each other so much that they couldn't stand the thought of living another day without each other. That the family had to put together a double funeral. Mom died on Saturday, and the dad died on Tuesday. They loved each other so much. They call them Made and Tofe, and I call them Mom and Dad. You guys can see that.